Hey, what's up, you guys? Bringing another action figure review to you. And this is, well, my first Star Wars figure that I'm reviewing. Um, Some that you guys didn't know about me, I am a Star Wars fan. Now, I'm not a Star Wars super fan. I don't know everything about Star Wars, but I do watch all the movies. I read a couple of the comics. And I, for the most part, I like I like certain characters in the Star Wars universe. But of course, this had to be my first one. This had to be Luke Skywalker. So this is Luke Skywalker from The Mandalorian Season 2. And you see the side art there. You see the back here. This is the Luke Skywalker Imperial Cruiser Edition. So let's see. We can get the bio. When the Mandalorian embarks on a mission to save Grogu from Moff Gideon, he receives unexpected help in the form of Luke Skywalker. So that's what we got there. You see Luke there, see him in the back. And this is number 30 in the Star Wars Mandalorian line. This is figure number 30. And you see some nice side art from Luke Skywalker there. And you see the front, of course. You see Luke Skywalker, the front. And I really like this side art right here. I like it a lot. Luke Skywalker Imperial Light Cruiser. I really like that right there. I like that. So that's the side. Once again, this is the back. The other side, one more time. It says 5.7 inches. This is height. We'll look at the front one more last time. And yeah, I'm going to crack Luke Skywalker out of the package. So let's do it. And here's Luke Skywalker out of the packaging. I was trying to fiddle around with his cloak or hood or whatever you want to call it. I was trying to fiddle around with it, but it should have really been wired. It's not so easy. And this is really a short figure, like 5.7 inches. They ain't lying. This is a really short figure. That's his little hook there to put his lightsaber in. So I have him holding his lightsaber. It looks good. The transparent green looks really good. His lightsaber hilt, the hilt looks good. And Luke looks good inside this, inside his hood here. Trying to fiddle with it some more, see if I can get it where the hood is down. It's not as easy though. But you can hold it and get a good look at him like that with the hood down. And with the hood up, it's not as easy, but you can get the hood looking like that, or you can get it looking like that, I guess. All this extra just popping out of there. Anyway, so let's take the hood off. The cloak. Take the cloak off. And let's get a good look at Luke Skywalker. So, I think the face sculpt is alright. I think it's good. I think it definitely captures, especially from certain angles, the look of Luke Skywalker, aka Mark Hamill. This is from The Mandalorian, so it's based on a CGI face, actually, but it looks pretty good. To me, it looks pretty good. I don't really have any complaints with it. His hair is nice. His hair is the way that it should be. And his eyes. I'll probably try to bring him in closer. His nose. His nose look a little off. His mouth is fine. So let's look at the rest of his outfit. So he has black. He has on black through and through. Very reminiscent of Return of the Jedi. This belt buckle is new. This he got in the Mandalorian. You see the little hook there to hold his lightsaber. You have his regular hand. You have his mechanical hand, his robot hand. And the black outfit looks good. All of this back here looks really good. All the creases and everything. That looks really good. His pants look good. His boot looks good. I said boot, like he has one boot on. I mean boots. His boots look good. That looks good as well. So Luke Skywalker looks pretty good. Can't really complain. So I'm gonna remove the lightsaber from his hand, and we're gonna get a good look at the lightsaber. So the lightsaber, as you can see here, green, transparent plastic. And it looks good. It looks good. So you can remove this. You can remove the green, and you can plug. Dang, that thing is tiny. You could plug his lightsaber right there. So I don't know how well it holds. I'm shaking him, and it's still holding. So I'm shaking him. Oh, okay. Now it fell. Yeah, so that was embarrassing. So, but yeah, so I'll hook it back on there so it can't fall off. And I was lucky to find it because it fell on the floor. But that's pretty cool though. You can. I mean, they should have made the hook a little better, but you can have the lightsaber hooked on there, and you know, when he's not in battle mode, he's just chilling. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Trying to get Mr. Luke Skywalker to stand here. So, first impressions from me, I think Luke Skywalker looks good. I think he looks good. All right, so let's get into articulation. So his head can look all the way around 360. And also he has a separate neck joint. So he has a ball joint and a separate neck joint. So you can move his neck and head. You can move both. So he can look up about that much. He can look down about that much. He has pivot, a lot of attitude, which is good. His arms can go out about that much. He has full 360 rotation. He has a single joint in his elbow that goes more than 90. He has a swivel in his elbow. And he has vertical hinge. And he has full 360 rotation. And he does have butterfly joints inside. He has butterfly joints inside. So you can get some good poses with him. So yeah, he has the butterfly joints. And he can crunch back that far. He could barely crunch forward at all. He does have a full 360 waist twist and he can kick forward about that much. He can kick back about that much. He does have an upper thigh cut. He has single bend in the knee with a swivel in the knee as well. So you can see that single bend there. He also has boot rotation, and his boot can hinge up barely, and his boot can hinge down that much, and he does have ankle pivot. So gotta come correct if you coming at all with Luke Skywalker. He has some pretty good articulation. I like it. Yeah, so I'm feeling this Luke. I'm feeling him. There are some problems with him that I'm going to get into. His cloak is not wired, and it's a pain to try to, get him in different poses and things like that. So if his cloak was wired, if Hasbro would have did that, that would have definitely send up my score for me. And so yeah, the cloak, the lightsaber, I'm worried about, cause if it falls, if you drop it or something, the green lightsaber piece, it kind of comes out a little too easily. I don't know if that's just with mine or everybody else's. I wish the fit was a little tighter for him. So there's that. The hook piece where you can put his hilt in, that's a little too loose. That can fall out. It can get lost. And this is a small figure, but that hilt is even smaller. So if that got lost, then you're out of a lightsaber. So that's another thing. And the face isn't really 100% Mark Hamill, but with a figure like this, you really wouldn't expect it to be either. But they could have did a little better with his face. So that's gonna probably affect the score as well, which I'm about to get into. Yeah, so with that in mind, with the little bit of problems I have with the figure, overall, I'm enjoying this figure overall. I think it's a very, very solid figure, and I'm glad to add my first Star Wars figure to the collection, which of course, who else would it be but Luke Skywalker? So with that being said, I'm going to give this figure a solid rating of 8.5 out of 10. It's a very solid figure. The highs are the highs. His face sculpt, even though I complained about it a little bit, but his face sculpt is good. I like it. When I look at him, I do see Luke Skywalker. So I guess I'm a little bit mixed on the face. There's some things about the face that's a little off, but then there's other things about it that is pretty good. But yeah, like I said, when I look at him, I see Luke Skywalker, and I'm very happy to add him to my collection. Yeah, so I'm about to get up out of here. 8.5 out of 10. It's a very solid figure. He's definitely worth a pickup. I think you should pick him up. And like I said before, I'm happy that Luke Skywalker is the first figure that I'm reviewing in my Star Wars collection. So he's my very first. It's been years. You guys know me as the Marvel and DC guy, but yes, I am a Star Wars fan. Like I said before, I'm not like a super fan. I don't know if I say I'm a casual fan, but I am a fan. I am a fan of Star Wars. So, yeah, very glad, very happy to add him to my collection. I'm glad he's the first, like I said, and I'm rambling on. So let me get up on out of here, and I have more Star Wars figures to come. So Luke is going to have some company. So I couldn't do any size comparisons because I don't have my other Star Wars figures yet, but they're coming. So they're going to be coming fast, they're going to be coming hot, and they're going to be coming furiously. So you guys stay tuned for that. And thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for the likes. So keep subbing, keep liking, and hopefully you could share my video as well. So, with all that being said, this has been my review of the Mandalorian Season 2 Imperial Lights Luke Skywalker. And until next time, guys, see ya.